Hey, it's Taylor, and today I want to show you something really quick that I think will really benefit your long-term career. Now, I want you to take a look over at this shelf in particular, and these are just a few of the books, this shelf specifically, of the books that I've read on sports psychology and goal setting and things like that. And there's a lot more scattered around this bookshelf in the house. But the point is, we all kind of know the importance of goal setting, especially if you're a member here of Basketball Renegades, you're a serious player, you definitely have to have that goal setting system in place. So I just want to go through, there's a ton of stuff here. Brian Tracy, Napoleon Hill, even Larry Bird, there's two books right there. Phil Jackson, Mind Games, Mind Gym, 39 Seconds, Jack Canfield. There's tons of different books that you can read through. But as I was going through all these books, I kind of noticed that a lot of them kind of complicated things and made the goal setting process a lot more difficult to follow than it had to be. So over time, I kind of developed my own system of goal setting that incorporated all the best pieces of these systems and made it a lot easier and more basketball specific to follow through on. And it really benefited my career, so I want to share that system with you right now. So we're going to go through a video with 3 important steps that you're going to take. It's just a 3-step process, and we're going to go through it together so that you can list and really get down to the bottom of what's holding you back and how to achieve your real long-term basketball goals, whether it's Division I, whether it's the NBA, playing professionally in Europe, whatever it is, we're going to get it down on paper and achieve them right now, okay? So you'll also notice below this video, we have a download link to what we call our goal setting cheat sheet. And you can just fill in the blanks here and use that to actually go ahead and move forward towards your goals. And you'll know how to use that when we go through the video. So let's jump in right now. Let's get started, and I will see you on the other side. So as a basketball player, and especially as a member here of Basketball Renegades, you have a big goal that you're working towards, right? Whatever that goal might be, I want you to picture it in your mind right now. Is it to get a Division I scholarship? Is it to play in the NBA? Is it to play in Europe? I want you to envision that goal as clearly as you can right now. And with that goal in your mind, I want you to take out a sheet of paper and draw a big T on that sheet of paper. And at the top of the T, write the big main goal out across the top of the T in this format. So you say, I am in the process of, and then blank, your goal. So if you want to get a Division I scholarship, you'll write directly at the top of the page, I am in the process of becoming a Division I basketball player. So picture it clearly in your mind and write it at the top of your page, at the top of the T. Now, after writing down that goal, I want you to write immediately below it in the left column of the T as many reasons as you can think of why you want to achieve that goal. And here's the key. You need to write at least 20 reasons why you want to achieve that goal. And even better if you can write even more than that. If you can write, 50 reasons, that's even better. And the reason for this is because the more reasons why that you can think of, the deeper and deeper you can get. So anytime you think of a reason why, I want you to then think of why you want that reason. So for example, let's say you write down, I'm in the process of becoming a Division I basketball player. And for your first reason why, you write, because it will prove everyone who doubted me wrong. And that's cool, but I want you to go even deeper afterwards. So now start thinking about why you want to prove everybody wrong, because it will make you feel like, all your hard work is paying off, or maybe because you love that feeling of, self-confidence that you get when you're really on top of your game and achieving your goals. So the bottom line is just go as deep as you can with this and really write down as many as you can, the things that really matter to you. Now, when you're done writing out at least 20 reasons why you want to achieve your goal, we're going to begin taking action to move towards it, right? So now let's move over to the right column of the T chart, and I want you to list the 3 things that are currently holding you back right now from achieving that goal. So if your goal is to become a Division I basketball player, maybe the 3 things holding you back are, for example, your shooting ability, your vertical leap, and your court vision. And this is just an example. Yours might be different, but whatever those 3 things are, write them down right now, your 3 limitations, and list them in the right column. So now you've got your big goal, you've got your reasons why, and now you've also got the 3 things holding you back from achieving that big goal. So in the right column, below those 3 things holding you back that you've written down, what we're going to do is reframe those limitations into 3 mini goals so that you can overcome those limitations. So let's say your shooting ability is holding you back right now. You would reframe that limitation into a new mini goal. So you might say your limitation is your shooting ability, and your new goal is to make 33 out of 35 shots in the 5x7 drill in prolific shooting. And again, this is an example, but the idea is to directly eliminate what's holding you back, right? So go ahead and write out your 3 mini goals below in the right column of the T-chart, directly below the 3 limitations that you have right now. So you've got your big goal, you've got your reasons why, you've got your limitations, and your 3 mini goals. Now, below your mini goals, I want you to list one new resource that you can add to your training library that will help you with each goal, one for each goal. So if your limitation is vertical leap, you might get, a vertical jump program of some kind. If your limitation is court vision, you might get something like the IntelliGym program. If your limitation is shooting or scoring, you might go through prolific shooting or scoring secrets again. Whatever it is, write down one new resource, whether it's a book, a program, a trainer that you know that you can hire. You can get one for each mini goal that you have. Now, we all know the importance of investing in our game, so I won't harp on it too much, but I will say this. It's extremely rare to find a world-class basketball player who doesn't invest in themselves and in their game. If you want to become a world-class basketball player, that's what you have to do. I mean, why do you think the NBA guys spend so much money to pay their trainers, hundreds of thousands of dollars to train them day in and day out? And the good news is with the programs out today, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Most are even less than 100. So there's absolutely no excuse to not invest in your game. And even as a kid, I was working, refereeing games every weeknight so that I could get up at 5 or 6 a.m. the next morning and pay my trainer for the workout. So there really is no excuse. List those 3 resources, add them to your library, and take action on them and start improving. Now, after you've got those 3 resources, there's one last step to take that's absolutely critical to your success with this. And we'll get to that in 1 second, but I want to quickly share an example of this with you from my own career to make sure that we're on the same page. So in my own career, years and years ago, I created my T-chart, and the 3 things holding me back were, first, I was very one-dimensional. This was, at the time, I was really just a spot-up shooter, and I could only score in that one way. I could only shoot spot-up jumpers when I was open. And second, my court vision was pretty poor. I was more of an analytical, slow thinker, so my decisions were kind of slow on the court, and I couldn't really see, I couldn't run the point very well, for example. And last, my athletic ability was pretty bad. I'm not a natural athlete at all, so that was a big limitation. So to overcome these limitations, I set 3 mini goals, right? The first, to overcome my one-dimensional scoring, I set a goal to average 20 points a game. And from those 20 points, I had to have at least 4 driving layups per game. They couldn't all be, threes or jumpers. And next, to overcome my court vision problem, I set a goal to average at least 5 assists per game from the shooting guard spot where I played. And last but not least, to overcome that really bad athletic ability, I set a goal of a 32-inch standing vertical leap, which was high for me at the time. Obviously, my vertical is higher now, but back then that was huge for me. 32 inches might not sound like much, but that was big for me. Now, I also got, one resource to help with each of these goals. For my scoring ability, I hired a professional trainer who would help me for an entire off season, which cost me $1,200, but it was definitely worth it. It changed my game. And to jump 32 inches, I purchased a book called Super Training by a really famous strength and conditioning coach, and it helped a lot. I actually read through the whole thing. It's close to 500 pages with really small text. It's a big textbook, so not an easy read, and that helped a lot. And then to average 5 assists, I got a computer program called the IntelliGym, which surprisingly, I didn't really expect it to, but it worked very, very well for me. I'm actually talking right now with the owner of that software to see if we can get you a deal on that, because I think it's really awesome. But anyway, I had my 3 limitations, my 3 mini goals to overcome those limitations, and my 3 resources that helped me achieve my mini goals. And I actually ended up achieving all those goals by a long shot. Actually, I smashed all those goals. And there's a couple things I did that really helped me to do that. And I'll share those with you now. So the first thing you need to do is take your one big goal and your 3 mini goals, so all 4 goals, and I want you to find as many pictures as you can that represent those goals. They could be images, photos, even words that motivate you, and I want you to cut out those pictures and paste them onto one big piece of Bristol board. And what you're going to do is create what we call a vision board, a poster that represents all the things that you want to achieve. And once you create this, you're going to post it up somewhere that you can see it all the time. You know, for me, it was on the wall behind my computer, so I could see it even while I was doing homework or whatever. And we do this because, as a rule, whatever you think about most will come into your life. So you want to fill your mind, you know, with your goals and your dreams so that you can attract those things and stay motivated towards achieving them. So you create your vision board, you look at it all the time, and once you do that, there's one more thing you want to do. Every morning and night, get out a sheet of paper or, you know, in a journal or whatever, wherever you want to write it, and write out your one big goal and your 3 mini goals in the same format as your original big goal. So write out, you know, I am in the process of, and then your goal for all 4 goals. So for example, I would write out, I am in the process of becoming a 20-point per game scorer, or I'm in the process of jumping 32 inches, or I'm in the process of averaging 5 assists per game. I would write that out every morning and night so that the first thing on my mind and the last thing on my mind before I went to bed are my goals. Now, when you do this full process, the T-chart, the resources, the vision board, the writing, you'll find that things just begin happening in your life that bring you closer and closer to your goals. Maybe, you know, a coach will randomly come to one of your games to watch you play. Maybe you'll come across a new program to help you achieve your goal, or it could even be just that new ideas just pop into your mind that really change your training and your career. And it's said that, you know, the hardest working people, the hungriest people are often the luckiest. And this is really what happens. You become almost lucky, like things just come into your life because you attract them, right? And as you continue moving towards your goals and you continue training, you'll look back all of a sudden, you know, after a month, 2 months, a year, and realize that you've literally just changed your entire game just by setting and moving towards these exact goals. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that look into our Basketball Renegades goal setting process, and that's a little bit more basketball specific than what you'll find out there. This will really help you achieve your basketball goals. So go ahead and download the cheat sheet. It's below this video. Fill that out and get started, you know, getting those resources, taking action on improving your game to move towards your goals. So if you'd like, down below there's a comment section if you want to just post, you know, what your big goal is and the 3 things holding you back and maybe your 3 mini goals. You don't have to post the reason why if it's too personal or anything like that, but go down below, fill out, you know, what your goal is, let us know so we can help you get there and make sure that you're taking action towards improving your game. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope it helped you out a lot, and I will talk to you very soon.